monsoon is expected to hit Kerala today, and the state is on a 3-day alert starting tomorrow. Now remember that it was only last year that the state saw the worst floods in 98 years, and before that the state was experiencing one of the worst droughts. How prepared is the state government this time for monsoons? Let's go across to my colleague Sneha, who joins us live right now. So Sneha, this is the first time the state is waiting for monsoons after the floods that happened last year, one of the worst floods in the state in the last 98 years. But how prepared is the government this time?
Well, firstly, practically whole of India is waiting for the monsoon to hit the coast of Kerala. So are Malayalis. Temperatures have been rising all over. It's heat waves in several parts. The temperature in Kerala seems to have dipped a little bit over the last few days with rain, with pre-monsoon rain coming in. But, the state is looking forward for this monsoon, likely to be announced today. But there's also some very dark memories of the difficult times that were caused due to the floods in 2018, especially in Kerala, because of which over 300 people died. The monsoon during June to August, over 400 people had died. So has anything changed on the ground? Is there any different measures which is being taken? Well, that's what we are learning from the state disaster from the Kerala State Disaster Management Authorities. According to them, there's a 3-tier incident response system in place. There is an integration of system in place. The collectors, all the collectors in Kerala have been given out satellite phones. Last time there were only 4 satellite phones given out to collectors. This time all collectors have been given out a satellite phone. The reason is because during the 2018 floods, the biggest challenge was communication. The communication systems had completely collapsed. So to ensure that important communication line still continues, satellite phones have been given. Emergency action plans for 12 dams are in place. More are expected. Specific protocols for 30 government departments are in place. Let's listen to Shekhar Kuriakose, one of the member secretaries of Kerala State Disaster Management Authorities, on what he has to say about the state's preparedness. Joining me right now is the member secretary for Kerala State Disaster Management Authority, Mr. Shekhar Kuriakose. India is looking forward for this monsoon. Kerala is also looking forward for this monsoon. 2018 has bad memories. What is going to be different? What is the kind of preparedness that we're talking about?
I would say 2018 was bad memories that remains fresh in the hearts of people, but our bad memories dates back to many, many years. 2016-17 was the worst drought in the history of Kerala. 2018 was the worst floods in 98 years in Kerala. So our preparedness has to be multi-dimensional and addressing the uncertainty involved in the predictions.
Kind of explain that to our viewers. In fact, the KSDMA has actually come out with alerts for 9th and 10th. What is it on the ground like?
IMD has informed us that on 9th and 10th we might end up having some heavy showers. So we are actually preparing institutionally to face that. Unlike the previous year, this year the incident response system in the state is up to taluk level. So we have designated officers for handling different scenarios, different issues up to taluk level.
What was it before?
It was up to the district level. We had a state and district incident response system in place. Now we realize that at taluk level also we need to have to give away with the ad hoc nature of response. Instead, we have to have formulated individual responsible officers. So collectors have been given with a handbook, a monsoon preparedness handbook, which is part of our orange book, which actually details out all the different standard operating procedures that we use during emergencies. In the monsoon preparedness handbook, 30 different departments have been addressed, specifically indicating their roles, their responsibilities, the different kinds of checklists that they have to follow, the different kinds of directives that has to be taken into consideration. So it's actually an integration of a multitude of experiences that we have gathered from the Oki cyclone incident as well as from the floods.